What's up, everybody? It's Shadow Ninja here, and welcome back to Rage Quit. After 2 years, we're back. Thank you! Oh yeah! What, you thought I was done? You lost your fucking mind. I told you I was gonna be back. It might have taken 2 years, but finally, after getting all this cool new stuff like a new laptop for my videos, a new microphone for recording, an Elgato for game capturing as you're seeing right on the screen, and a PS5 for that sweet 4K 1080p 60 frames per fucking second gameplay, I'm back, baby. We're in full swing. It's Rage Quit time, and topic of today's video, as you can see on the screen, it's Dead by Daylight time. Now, specifically, we're going to be talking about the new 2v8 mode. It's not really new, but I've been playing it more recently with my friends, and I gotta say, this game mode brought me back, and I want to play Dead by Daylight now more than ever, because it's just so fun. It takes away everything that I've had a problem with Dead by Daylight, and puts it into one cool package. 8 survivors, 2 killers. So not only can you kill with your friends, but you can survive with a whole lot more of your friends. Do you know how fast you get into games as Survivor with 8 other people? I mean, back when I played 2-3 years ago, if you were playing normally by yourself or with your friends, you couldn't probably even get into a game within an hour's time, or a half hour, 45 minutes, whatever. Your character was just dumbassedly staring at the campfire, and if I wanted to do that, I would go pitch a tent myself and go outside. But in my opinion, this game mode, aside from a few little tweaks here and there that I would do myself, perfects the Dead by Daylight formula. If you guys don't already know, Dead by Daylight is a 4v1 asymmetrical multiplayer horror game. Holy shit, that was a mouthful. But you, as the 4-player team, play as a survivor, which, as you can see on the screen, consists of doing generators, opening chests, helping out other survivors when they're getting chased by the killer, and eventually opening up the exit gate powered by those generators and leaving. And the killer is the poor bastard who is by himself and has to hook every single survivor to sacrifice them to the entity, like we're in Texas Chainsaw or something. But hey, it fits. Typically, like I just said, this would be a 4v1 situation, but in this mode, it is 2v8. So killers who don't want to play by themselves can have a little buddy to kill with them, and it's pretty balanced. I mean, you can only be the starting killers like Trapper and the Huntress and fucking Wraith and the Nurse, which, I mean, after a while, with those few killers, it does get a little repetitive, and it's only on a couple of maps. But it is a limited time game mode, so I'm crossing my fingers that they go back after they pulled this game mode and they see just how many people like this game mode and how many players you run into. I mean, the population of this game mode alone is staggering. I didn't even know that many people still play Dead by Daylight. They go back to the drawing board after this game mode is pulled and tweak a couple things that I'm about to mention. This game mode will probably be the only thing that I would play. I am dead serious. It reminds me of Friday the 13th, where you and 7 other survivors are trying to run from an overpowered Jason, but this time, it's 2 different killers that you have no idea who are going to be. But imagine, after they've made a couple adjustments, they can re-release this mode as a permanent one, and include all of the maps and all of the killers, including the DLC ones. I mean, how crazy would it be to have Ghostface and Michael Myers in the same match together killing survivors, or Leatherface and Pyramid Head, or Nemesis and Wesker together? I mean, possibilities are pretty much endless, and at that point, the game would never get old for me. But I think the biggest thing in this mode that really irks me, especially playing as a killer, is the pallet situation. As you guys probably know, if you do play Dead by Daylight, on each map, if you're playing the vanilla mode, there's a certain amount of gens, and the gens can be sporadically placed all throughout the map. But in this mode specifically, every gen and every pallet that could possibly be on a map is spawned in, and there are so many pallets. And especially since you have team perks that can speed boost you out of the harm's way or heal really fast, it can really be a pain in the ass for killers to engage in chases when there's literally a pallet every corner. I know they want to compensate the survivors a little bit because you do have to complete 8 gens, but there are 8 survivors. It's the equivalent of 2 real teams, and 2 real killers, let's be honest. Everything is multiplied, and sometimes it feels like the pallet situation is just a little bit too much. I mean, it does really feel unfair to killers, especially as a survivor, when you can just stop what you're doing, run to a pallet, and the killer knows already, I can't chase this guy because he'll just drop it in my face, I'll break it, and then he'll run into another one. What I'm saying isn't get rid of all the pallets and literally leave 5 for the survivors to work with. All I'm saying is that maybe you just tone it down a little bit, just take a couple out. Don't put every single one, because it feels like there's more than 10, let's be honest, and that is way too much, even for 8 survivors. But my issues with the game mode aside, I really adore it and I enjoy it. It breathes fresh new life and fresh new experience in it for me, and it's a very casual party mode type game mode for me. At least I think. There's no MMR or ranked mode, so there's no pressure of being too good, or if you're not very experienced with the game. Yeah, this game mode just feels fresh, it feels new, and I think if the dev team pulled this game out and tweak a couple things on the map so that it's fair for everybody and adds more content to it, man, it would just be so great. Like I said before, it would not leave me disappointed and it would not leave me bored whatsoever, and especially with the new inclusion of killers like that Dracula and Trevor Belmont from Castlevania collab that's coming out soon. But guys, this is gonna wrap it up for me. I'm sorry that I just sat here and practically glazed Dead by Daylight's 2v8 mode for a solid 6 minutes, but I meant what I said, not just about the game, but about content making too. I am back. I'm gonna do so much better with keeping up on Rage Quit, and this is by no means saying that I'm gonna keep up with Dead by Daylight and do like content updates like I did with Battlefront. I'm just making videos to have fun. But a big thanks to everybody who has watched and hopefully who will continue watching. This is Shadow Ninja, and I'm signing off. I will see you guys on the next one.